Hi everyone, welcome to C for Beginners. I'm Surya Narayana Koripadu and I'm going to be your instructor throughout the series. I started my training about a year back and trained many students on C, Embedded C and also on MATLAB coding. I did many projects on all these three platforms. Without any delay, let's get started. It is a prerequisite for us to know about programming before entering actually into the course. Here comes my first question. What is programming? Programming is a process of developing and implementing various set of instructions that helps a computer to do certain tasks. For example, if you want to cook something, the first steps which you take care is arranging the things that are needed for cooking and follow a step-by-step procedure so that you get a delicious food as output. Same way, the programming helps the computer to perform the particular task according to the set of instructions written by the user or the administrator of the system. So why do we need programming? The programming, when fed to a computer, performs a particular task much accurately and efficiently than a human being. For example, imagine a manufacturing unit of a car. Lot of manpower is required to manufacture a car, and the accuracy needed for the manufacturing of car is very high. Even an counts. As humans, there is a chance that we can miss out with those MMs. So that is why we replace humans with robots which are programmed using a computer so that you can get more accurately and efficient work as the output. Programming simplifies everything, right from simple calculations to the automatic process like robotics as discussed in the previous example. Even the robots that are appearing in the Hollywood and Bollywood movies like Transformers are programmed precisely so that they do the task perfectly. Programming helps us to create the apps which are helpful to communicate with others and make our daily life easier. For example, Facebook is an application that we use in our day-to-day life. Even WhatsApp, Hike, all these comes under to the apps which are made with the help of programming. The games which we play, like your Temple Run or Pokemon Go, are also based on programming. The manufacturing units like Lace and car manufacturing units are automated with the help of programming. Any malfunctioning of the systems, maybe in the manufacturing unit or in the creation of apps, can also be detected using the programming. And there are many more applications which we see them as we go on with the course proceedings. Now, as we have gone through the importance of programming and why is it needed, let's dive into our main course, C language. C language is a basic computer programming developed by Mr. Dennis M. Ritchie at Bell Laboratory in the year 1972. Initially, he used it to develop Unix operating system, and later it was used in many software applications and embedded systems. Even today, many programs of Unix operating systems are written in C language. So why is C language that important? The first and foremost advantage of the C language is that it is very easy to understand. That increases the importance of usage of the C language. And the second thing is that it is a portable language. The C program written for your computer can be run on any other computer irrespective of the hardware configuration. A C program can be divided into functions or modules, and these functions or modules indicate the basic building blocks required to complete the given task. And one more best advantage of using the C program is that its capability of extending itself. That is, a developer can include his own header files or functions in a program and design the program such a way that his system works according to his will. These user-defined functions can also be used later in any program to make things simple and easy to implement. Till now we have discussed about the programming, C language and their importance. Now let's move on to the next step, where you are going to see an editor which helps the user to write a C code. The editor is nothing but dev C++. To write a C program, it's important to know that we require an editor and a compiler. An editor helps to write the code, and whereas the compiler converts the code in high level language like C language into the language that a system can understand, that is a machine level language. We use a dev C++ compiler throughout this course. Throughout this course, we use dev C++ integrated development environment or dev C++ IDE to write the C code, compile it and execute the program. An IDE is an environment which consists of all the necessary tools to develop the complete program. Dev C++ is user friendly when compared to other IDEs like Turbo C3, Turbo C4 or GNU GCC. You can download Dev C++ IDE from the download section of the course content. So let's begin with the installation. Once you download the file, move on to the location where you have saved it. Generally, it could be downloads. In my case, I have saved it onto my desktop. Double click on the Dev C++ exe file. It would be prompting you for the security check. Click on S and the exe file starts unpacking itself. As you can see here, the unpacking data has begun. As you can see here, the unpacking status can be seen here. Once you reach 100%, you will be prompted with a new window where you get an option to select the language. Here I am going with the default settings, that is English. Click on OK. Once you click on OK, then you will be prompted for the license agreement. It is recommended to go through all the agreement terms before you click on I agree. Then you will be prompted with the custom installation types. So there are various installation types which you can see here on the drop down menu. The first one will be your full installation or your minimal installation, safe and custom installations. Various installation options provide you with the various options. I am going again with the full installation here. Click on next and then select the location where you want to save your C files. By default it is in the C program files. You can change the location according to your convenience. Click on install. Once you click on install, the exe file starts installing the Dev C++ IDE onto your PC. Once the green bar is filled, that's where the installation is done. You will be prompted to run the Dev C++ IDE after the finishing of the installation. So if you want to run it immediately, keep the tick mark on the box or else uncheck the box. I would like to run the Dev C++, so I am checking the box and clicking on the finish. Once I click on finish, it would be prompted with the new window where I get an option to select the language, font and also the color of the font and the icons that are present. I am going with the default, so I just clicked on next and finishing my setup by clicking OK. Once I click on the OK, I'll be opened with a new window where I have my toolbar and a place where I can edit my C code. The toolbar is filled with file, edit, view, project, execution and various tools of Dev C++, and also there is a menu to get the help from the internet on the toolbar. In the file menu, you get an option to open or create new files, save them as the same in your Word document which we have. In the edit menu, we have options to undo or redo the things, cut, copy, paste, etc. Let's see about the more options in the coming lecture. So let's get started writing a small C language program. To start writing a new program, click on File and click on New, where you get an option to create a new source file or a project. Here our requirement is to create source file. So let's start typing the program. Every C program starts with an header file. To add an header file, use the command #include, open the braces, stdio.h. .h includes your header file and close the braces. And every program, whatever the main program that is being executed by the PC, should be written inside the main function. To start the main function, the command will be main and open the brace and close the brace. Whatever the statements to be done by the function has to be mentioned in the flower braces. Here my requirement is to print a data onto the user screen. To do it, the syntax could be printf open the braces and the double quotations, where you write your content and close the braces and the double quotation and end your statement with a semicolon, which is the default setting for the C language. So the syntax will be like this: printf open the braces, then start your quotations and write the content which you want to present it there, and then close the braces with the semicolon. Here my syntax is printf open the braces and the inverted commas followed by the content. The content is welcome to the C4 beginners, close the inverted commas and the braces and end the statement using the semicolon. Once writing the code, you have to save the file. To save the file, move on to the file menu on the toolbar and save the file by clicking either save or save as. On clicking save or save as, you will be opened with a new window where you have to select the location. For my case, the location is desktop, and where I am saving my program as first.c. Never forget to give the extension .c and select the save as type as a .c file and click on save. Once you click on the save button there, the file is saved on the desktop, which you can see here. Once you have saved it, as C language is a high level language, we have to compile it into the PC in a language that it can understand, that is a machine level language. To compile the program, use the execute menu in the toolbar. Once you click on execute, you get an option to compile. Either you can click compile or use a shortcut key F9. Here I am using compile to run the compilation. At the bottom of the screen, you will be prompted with the errors, warnings and the output file location. If there are any errors in the code, it would be represented here. Warnings can be neglected, but the actual function cannot be seen there. So as there are 0 errors and 0 warnings, I would like to run my code. To run the code, move on to execute menu and click on run, or use a shortcut key F10, where you will get a user screen on which my C4 beginners welcome, my content was printed, that is welcome to the course C4 beginner. If you press any key here, the user screen will disappear. That's all for this lecture. Let's see about the data types used in the language, operators supported by C language, and the structure of a basic C program in the next session. Thank you. Let's meet in the next session.